It's 2980. Only 9 is the number we focus on. Let's make sure that we try and use RT numbers. One more call. Okay. Uh, you are on landing roll and you see another aircraft crossing the runway. Who would like to take this call? Ninad, Adesh, and Vivan, I cannot see you. Who would like to? Hi, Dhruv,
Um,
nice to see you. Vivan, nice to see you. Adesh, very good.
Good evening.
Sorry, I interrupted someone. Very good
can you repeat
evening.
the question again?
You're on landing roll. You see another aircraft cross the runway. So, Dhruv, we will be starting with the test. I'm just giving situations to everyone, and we have to just take calls. And we have to make a note of these situations individually. So, at least write pointers and maybe scribble down a rough call so that you remember what was the agreed upon solution to a particular call. Like anything we discuss, we can make a note of it if it's a good call. So that becomes a call type studied. And then we can discuss on it and we can give our own calls also. Abhay, we have to speak quicker and faster calls. I hope you remember.
Affirm, sir.
Individual feedback, please remember. Okay. So who's going with this call? I'm sure Anushka is ready. Other than her, who else? Dhruv and in a situation, a landing roll, see another aircraft cross the runway. Harsh,
I can try.
please.
Mumbai Tower, Air India 121 on landing road, going around due traffic crossing runway. Would like to perform missed approach procedure.
I would do that if I was in air. But landing roll, I think we are on runway.
We just touched down and aircraft started crossing the runway, so I can power
Touch
up
and
and
go. Okay.
yeah, touch and go.
So maybe we can try and specify that in the call.
Okay.
So I don't think touch and go can be called as a go around, is it? Any word can we call it? Is it go around?
For
Vivan,
touch and
Dhruv,
go,
Ninad.
we have to
Uh,
plan accordingly. Like in the crosswind or downwind, we know our
right.
intention. Is it go around or correction? Not go around, but we know if we are doing touch and go.
Yeah, so try and mention that. Instead of go around, we'll try and mention that we are going to do a touch and go, or we are doing a touch and go, or we landed, but we are able to take off again. Like, maybe on certain aircraft types we can do it, but maybe certain aircraft types we might not be able to do it. But yeah, it's a
Okay.
good thought. Like, if there's no other way to avoid right or left, then maybe if you can take off again. Crosswind landing sometimes they are very close to the runway and they decide to abort it. Like, but specify that clearly in the call. Going around didn't make sense. Work on it. I'll come back to you.
Okay.
2 minutes, 1 minute. Who's trying this call?
Mumbai Tower, Victor Tango, Victor Victor Romeo, traffic on runway, aborting landing.
The thought is in the right direction, but we are already on the landing roll. So if we are avoiding the landing, what are we doing? How are we avoiding it? Like, are we stopping the aircraft before we are into running into the traffic, or we are turning right or left to avoid it, or so yeah, more clarity on the intent, students. This is the difference. Yes, think about it, Vivan. The thought is in the right direction, but we don't have much clarity here. Ninad, come on, try.
Sir, I'm just confused whether this would
uh, would qualify as a Mayday call,
Mm-hmm.
but uh,
Take your call. It's never bad to raise an emergency if we feel the threat is grave and imminent. Everybody try and recall the definition of distress. So if
so
you, yeah,
I would say Mayday, 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 Mumbai Tower, Victor Tango November, India November, landing roll, runway 09er, um, traffic on site, stopping immediately.
hmm.
Um,
Traffic in sight. Okay, instead of on site, we'll say traffic in sight. Good attempt. I think this was a more logical call compared to, I won't say logical, but more, uh, I mean, it was good. I can say, okay, good try. Students, I've just got red eye, so I'm wearing these. Earlier, I used to wear this for all sessions, but now I'm not wearing these, but I just have one of my eyes is very red. So I'm looking very funny, basically. So you might not able to focus unless you laugh at your instructor. Not that I might not be looking funny right now. Who else? Anushka, please try. And Dhruv, please try this call.
So
Adesh,
is
आप
there,
भी try करोगे. Please go ahead.
sorry, is there any word for like immediate braking kind of like specific term for that? I'll take my call. I was also
Mm,
confused, can it be Pan Pan or Mayday? So I didn't choose any. It goes like Mumbai Tower, Air India 129er, landing roll, runway 29er, aircraft crossing runway inside, stopping immediately.
stopping immediately is correct. Uh, s- try more, students. Are we ensuring the runway number in the call? I'm not sure if we are talking about the runway number, but Adesh, आप एक try करो call. It's been a while. I've not heard your call. Yeah, you're on mute.
Sir, I would say this is a mayday call.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Like I would say mayday, mayday, mayday. Mumbai Tower. Um,
Hmm. Fine. Work on it. Farhan, quick. Students, the 5 second rule. Please follow the 5 second rule. Give me an immediate call. हर्ष आपके पास फिर से आएंगे हम. Farhan, you're on mute.
Sir, I think it will be Mayday call only. Will be like Mayday, 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 Mumbai Tower, Air India 121. On landing low, runway 27, see aircraft ahead of us. Stopping aircraft immediately will hold position.
Not bad. Students, now think about the situation. If I'm going to apply brakes very hard, um, immediate brakes, sudden brakes, we have to stop the aircraft. And chances are the aircraft might skid. Aircraft skidding on the runway is a mayday call. So if we keep thinking about the situation, everything that we have studied and read comes to us. Okay, especially everyone who's done the entirety of the whole course. Okay, so urgency, distress, and imagination and actual happenings, everything is what you have to imagine is basically what happens and what is uh, the suggested action as per regulations. So you can always say, Mayday, 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 Mumbai Tower, India 123, landed runway 32, see aircraft crossing runway 32. You cannot abort a landing in this moment. Now, what do you do after this? This is where everybody is wearing their call. But till here, everybody has to have the same call. Okay. So we have that clarity, and now we imagine ourselves. Okay, I've landed. I'm busy controlling the yoke to keep the aircraft on the center line. The reverse thrusters are working, the brakes are working, and I need a few seconds, like 10 to 15 seconds, for the aircraft to come to a halt. And in that moment, what is going to be my speed? There's going to be a deceleration, and my flaps and everything will be in a landing configuration. So if I have to even take off, then I might have to check the configuration of the aircraft and whether there will be a successful takeoff and whether I have enough fuel to circuit back and land back. So 10 to 15 seconds time to make all those decisions. So what is the most realistic thing that is going to happen? You might try to steer the aircraft in the direction away from the aircraft. You are still on the ground and aircraft is moving on its own power now. So it will be taxing. It might skid, or it might run into some part of the building or the ground, or it might just clear away from all other things and it might not hit anything. So there is a close shave, basically. So we can imagine that as well in our call and put that. Now we get the solution from the type of calls that we have done before. If we see an animal or a vehicle, so what is our call? We saw, but we have missed it. Like we have not had a collision, luckily. So this is something that you can imagine and you can give the call. So be comfortable with the situation and go with the flow. So landed runway 32, see another aircraft crossing runway 32, stopping the aircraft slowly, turning left to avoid incursion, aircraft clear of traffic, all passengers and crew safe, request immediate emergency services. So make it a little more realistic and see how it goes in your call. But make it logical. Okay. I think a couple of students said that okay, we are aborting landing, and it was simple. I like the idea of keeping it simple, so that is not wrong. Just if we can fit in a more clearer action, then it is great. So please do it. Okay. Do not be shy. Any situation can be realistic. Give yourselves situations, give each other situations, and just give a good call. So, yeah, you can always say vacating runway 32 via taxiway Charlie on own to avoid traffic. Will hold position on that taxiway. In RT examples and calls, you assume that even if you had a Mayday situation, you got saved. So that is the assumption always. Even if you get a crash simulation for a call, everyone is safe, everything is safe. So always imagine that and put that in your call. An easy way to determine. But good thinking that we were able to figure out it could be a Mayday call after 3 to 4 calls. So much time. We have to reduce the thinking time and think about more probabilities quickly in our minds. Okay. All right. Another situation. You're on finals. You see a vehicle hit a man, hit a person on the runway. So you can see something is happening. Somebody is hit by a vehicle on the runway. Okay, quick. Dhruv, Abhay, Anushka, Harsh.
I can try. Mumbai TAR Air India 1901 on finals for runway 27. See a vehicle on runway going around, will perform a circuit and try another approach.
It was clean. Okay. We'll try a we'll try choosing different words to say this. Next, who's going to try? Anushka?
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Mumbai TAR, Air India 1290. See a vehicle hit a man on runway 29, carrying missed approach, remain in circuit. Final runway 29.
Not bad. Not bad. Okay, next. We could replace couple of things here. Okay. कौन कर रहे हैं और अभी ध्रुव 5 second rule, come on.
Mumbai Tower, Victor Tango, Delta Romeo Victor on finals runway 01. Initiating a go around, see a vehicle crossing active runway, request ILS vectors for approach runway 01.
A vehicle hitting a man is a situation from emergency condition. Initially, when I was thinking about it, I was like, okay, that is urgency, but for me, it could be Mayday. But then I realized I'm on finals and I can just simply do a missed approach. So for me, it's not a Mayday at all. But if there was a vehicle, okay, fine, I would have reported. But an injury to a person has happened. So it's a pan call at least, students. The reason I'm discussing these calls because now we have to discuss and master not just RVSM, weather or RCF, but Mayday and urgency calls also. Mayday and pan calls also. So let's think at the direction. Dhruv, everyone. We have to check whether our calls are categorized under emergency in certain category. There are three categories: urgency, distress. Urgency is pan said 3 times. Distress is mayday said 3 times. And certain natural calamities. Security, security, security. Not bad. Calls could be better, students. Focus. See the calls and see the actual calls. See a difference and make sure you're able to correct it. It's a simple call. Farhan,
Yes, sir.
come on.
Pan. Mumbai Tower, Air India 121 on finals runway 27. See a person hit by a vehicle on runway 27, initiating a missed approach and go around procedure.
Can you say again?
Pan. Mumbai Tower, Air India 121 on finals runway 27. See a person hit by a vehicle on runway 27, initiating a missed approach and a go around procedure.
Yeah, a very good call. We can just mention that we've seen a vehicle hit a person on runway, on the same runway. Request emergency medical services. And then say initiating misapproach and go around procedure, request further instructions. Simple. Just two more things you add and your call really becomes great. It sounds good also, it is short also, and there's some concern also. So that was good. It just feels like, okay, there's a man and I'm doing this, but just mention about medical services because yeah, something is wrong. They don't know what happened. Maybe one of the operator of the car came out and fell down. Maybe had a stroke. Maybe they got hit. Maybe there was a illegal activity happening. Maybe a sabotage averted. We don't know what's going on. Such situations are very rare, but even if they happen, we might never know. It's like that. Okay. I'm going to read out a few phraseology phrases, and you have to quickly give me your answers. And your answers you have to put down in your Zoom chat instantly. So everybody just open your chat and send it to host. Okay. So quick, okay, quick, and you don't have to see your books. So the first phrase is ignore. I need to see answers within 10 seconds. Very nice. I've got five answers. I think we are seven. Two answers are missing. Vivan, are you asking me to stand by for the answer or stand by is your answer? So see, I'm not sure, so I'm asking. Okay. Ignore is disregard. Okay. I think one, two, three, four, five, six. I think दो लोगों ने आंसर्स नहीं भेजे हैं. I don't know why. Okay. An error has been made in the transmission or message indicated. The correct version is
Could you please repeat?
an error has been made in the transmission and the correct version is Farhan, Harsh, Dhruv. The correct answer is correction. See, we are confused. We have to work on the confusion. Next question. Pass me following information. Anushka, good. Ninad, incorrect. फोकस आदेश नहीं रिवीजन नहीं चालू हुआ अच्छे से आदेश बाकी लोग तो अटेम्प्ट भी नहीं कर रहे हैं नॉट अलाउड ओके द करेक्ट आंसर इज Report. Pass me following information. Report. Communication is difficult. Please send every word or group of words twice. Relay is not the correct answer for the earlier one. Say again was not the right answer for earlier one. Read back is not the correct answer. It is words twice. क्या हो रहा है? Vivan? We have not revised phraseology. It's okay. We have time. Please get it done. Examine a system or procedure. Examine a system or procedure. Nina, that is correct. Anushka, that is correct. Dhruv, that is correct. The correct answer is check. One more. Authorized to proceed under the conditions specified. This is very confusing. The correct answer is, the question is authorized to proceed under the conditions specified. The correct answer is not approved. Anushka, it is not approved. Try again. Think. आदेश आधा आंसर दिया है आपने. वो कोई वर्ड नहीं है. Cleared is the correct answer. Cleared. It is not clear. It is cleared. Authorized to proceed under the conditions specified. This one, let's hope to get all 8 answers right to this one, okay? Proceed to cleared. It's just cleared. Okay. Permission for proposed action granted. Adish is smiling. Good. Okay, Anushka, one-on-one. Good job. Ninad, good. Harsh, good. Very nice. Vivan, it's correct. Dhruv, it is not correct. I was hoping we would get 8 on 8. Okay, so क्या किया जाए? ध्रुव का क्या किया जाए? The correct answer is approved. Okay, permission for proposed action granted is approved, and authorized to proceed under the conditions specified is cleared. These are two things that where everybody gets confused. So let's ensure that we do not get confused. So if I have an authorization to proceed under certain conditions, then I'm cleared. And any action that I want to conduct, that I have proposed to conduct, that I have request, that I made a request for, that is approved. So startup approval, taxi approval, departure approval, takeoff approval, those are approvals. Cleared is to reroute, to clear to flight levels. So conditions. So approved and cleared, please do not be confused. Is positive a standard word or a phrase? I have not seen the word positive. So positive is not the word. There are two words. There's affirm and there's correct. But positive is not there. So one more. True or accurate? Who can give me the answer? True or accurate? Only 5 seconds to give the answer. The rest everyone gave approved correctly. Very nice. So true or accurate is correct. Okay. And affirm is yes. There's one more called cancel, annul the previously transmitted clearance. ओके सो आज आप लोग प्लीज एक बार ब्रश अप कर लेना. I'm going to just cover a small segment. Okay. Uh, Approach and landing calls. We don't have to struggle because mostly approach and landing calls will be made by reporting yourself on finals or long finals. Okay. And that also will be the last part of your final approach. Or it could be during your landing roll as well. And we need to know the positions of final and long finals. You might not get landing clearance till the time you have reached finals also. So just report your own finals, runway insight, request landing clearance. Okay. If you suspect an undercarriage failure, malfunction, if you suspect, if you don't know for sure that your landing gears, the wheels, have extended for the aircraft to land, if you're not sure about it, and the reason you'll not be sure about it because the indicators in the cockpit might not be showing you the required colors. So if there are three wheels, one for nose and two for main, left and right, then there'll be three lights. Red, green colors, green color meaning they are in landing configuration. So there are certain situations that we used to see in examinations. You cannot see three greens in the cockpit. So if you cannot see three greens in the cockpit, it means you are attempting to land, but you're not sure if it's an indicator fault or a system fault. If it's an indicator fault, then you can very well land. So you ask for a low pass to tower. So you don't do a missed approach, you do a low pass. So you plan it. So you don't plan an approach, you plan a low pass. So you fly at a certain altitude, maintaining the runway center line, from where the tower air traffic controllers can visually look at the aircraft and visually affirm whether we have any landing gear extended or not. And based upon their input, we will decide further act. So this is called flying past the control tower or any other observation point. There could be some other point from where they could observe the condition of the aircraft. Visual inspection of the aircraft from the ground. So the call would be like this: Mumbai Tower at 123, suspecting undercarriage malfunction. Request low pass for visual check, runway 32. And if you have some hint or updates given about your altitude, so just mention that as well. Now, what happens after landing? After landing, your taxi instructions to vacate the runway will only be given to you after your landing roll is completed. That is the suggestion given to air traffic controllers. So you have to come to a very slow pause, not a pause, but a very slow halt, where we can say your landing roll has completed. So what would you mean by completion of landing roll? It would mean that the aircraft is at a pace which is not based on momentum anymore, but under the control of the aircraft taxi itself. So, so your aircraft landing roll might end and aircraft might still be in motion. You might not reach a complete halt, but it might be in a motion and now ready to request for taxi on ground. So you have to remain on the frequency of tower until you have vacated the runway. Okay. So learn those calls also. You might get a landing and connecting taxi and taxi compliance call also. And this could be one of the last calls in the exam where you might not have much time, but the call could be a little lengthy. Are we following, students?
Affirm, sir. Victor Tango Alpha Bravo.
Any thoughts and situations that our pilots would want to share in the class?
Sorry, sir, can you just repeat the visual inspection call format?
Can someone relay if they had made a note of the call? Harsh, Anushka, Dhruv.
I've not written that call.
You should, students. लिखो ये सारे calls. आपको याद कैसे रहेंगे? रफ रफ लिख लो ना, abbreviations डाल के लिख लो. How will we remember? Every point that I'm discussing, make a note of it. Although summary मिल जाएगा, Zoom is giving us everything now, so not a problem. But ले लेना वो फिर. But yeah, anybody? 5 seconds are done. Can someone give the call, even if you don't remember?
So the keywords was low pass for visual check.
Yeah, Anushka, give a whole call. Imagine you are in Delhi. It's daytime.
Delhi Tower, Victor Tango, Delta Romeo Victor. Suspecting landing gear malfunction, requesting low pass for visual check.
Yeah, very good. Runway 32. Or mention the runway. Anushka, you also take the call. Dhruv, good job.
Delta Air India 129er suspecting landing gear malfunction, requesting low pass for visual check.
Did you mention the runway?
Correction, low pass for visual check, runway 29er.
Try and mention your altitude, students. Finals पे क्या altitude पे रहते हैं हम? Obviously, it's a reducing altitude. Think about short finals. Think about decision heights for runway categories, ILS categories, 200 feet, 300 feet. Ninad, otherwise, did you get the call?
Affirm, sir.
Yeah, Dhruv and Anushka said it correctly. Good job. Okay. Students, remember anything that the ATC tells you is a clearance. And there are conditional clearances also. Conditional clearances are things like phrases. They are called conditional phrases. And they are like behind landing aircraft or after departing aircraft. So remember, we tell you when you are on holding point or holding short of a runway, we say after landing aircraft. So after departing aircraft or behind landing aircraft, these are the actual terms. When aircraft is landing, we say behind landing aircraft. And when an aircraft is departing, we say after departing aircraft. So these are conditional clearances. Now I'm going to read out a couple of lines. Tell me if you understand. Okay? Report Cessna 172 on short final in sight. What does it mean? Vivan?
So it means that the Cessna 172 is in final, on final, Cessna 1 like
It
4
means
nautical
that
mile away
it is
from the.
on, yeah. Check if you can see a Cessna 175 is on short finals. Report if you can see them in sight. It could mean that. Any other explanation? There's one more. Express India 103 behind Boeing 747 on short final. Line up behind. What does it mean? Farhan, Dhruv, Air
It
India,
means
correction. Express India 103 behind Boeing 747 on short final. Line up behind.
so it just says basically after the aircraft lands, we'll have to line up behind them.
Very good. Seems like that. So, behind landing aircraft, remember the connection behind is with landing aircraft. So, the 747 that you see in on short finals right now, once it lands, after that, you enter the runway and line up. So, you're cleared to enter the runway behind the landing aircraft. Very good. So, when I first look at the call, it seems like tricky. I might not get it, but it is not tricky. So, I want you all to take your re- uh, clearances and information given by ATC given to you. They might sound like this. They might sound maybe a little different, maybe a little original, maybe a little short, maybe similar. Irrespective how they are, just listen carefully, understand, and then reply. Reply should have words given by them. So remember those words as well. And then give a read back. So mostly you have to repeat as received. That is read back. Somebody gave me read back an answer to a wrong question right now for phrases. So you have to do two things, understand and remember the words. Just use the same words following the readback protocols and with your call sign, and that communication is good. That particular question you got correct. So if you understand this technique, then nothing is going to go wrong.
Sir,
Yes.
I have few questions which came in today's session. I want to discuss about that.
Yeah,
And one, okay,
we'll discuss the questions. Yes, and one.
can we discuss it now?
Yeah, I will ask you.
Okay.
You're saying something more other than them?
No,
Yeah. Students, what are the Q codes? What is the Q code for standard setting of 1013.2?
Q&E.
Q&A.
QNE.
Q&A.
QNH.
It is QNE or QNH?
QNH.
QNH.
Q&E.
Why do I have two answers?
Mentioned standard setting 1013.
Standard setting 1013 is Q&E only.
QNE, right? So whenever your altitude is reported in QNE, you will report your altitude as flight levels. And whenever your altitude is reported as QNH or QFE, that is for altitude or height, then you have to report your altitude in feet. 2,500 feet to 5,000 feet. It's QNE that is for standard setting. It happens, there are confusions. We have to solidify these confusions. It could come, okay? The situation could come. Yeah. Anushka, hold on to the thoughts. Students, if you have any questions, please ask, okay? One by one. Yeah, Anushka, keep asking. Start asking your questions.
One question was starboard engine vibration, take action, request back to destination.
Yeah. Imagine we have departed and maybe we are on flight level 150, maybe about 50 DME or 100 DME, 100 DME outbound, and we get this question: starboard engine vibrating. We have to land back. Now, can you tell me which one is the starboard engine if I'm looking from the cockpit? Is the left engine starboard or the right engine starboard?
Right, sir.
Right.
Right.
So port is left, starboard is right. Are we sure?
Affirm.
Okay. So right engine vibration. So the question is very easy basically. The question is telling us what to do. The question is asking us to go back. So anybody wants to try? 100 DME outbound, flight level 150. And say the question again. Let's make a note of it.
Starboard engine vibration. Take action. Request back to destination.
One, within 5 seconds. You can take any departure, any control. Okay. I've given you the reference. Route 5, hypothetically, you assume Quebec 1.
Mumbai
Start,
Control.
yeah.
Mumbai Control. Victor Tango Victor Victor Romeo. Starboard engine vibration over Quebec 1. Request priority landing.
Priority landing is not what will happen here, but good effort. Dhruv, Ninad, Harsh, in that sequence. Anushka, read the question again once more, please.
Starboard engine vibration. Take action. Request back to destination.
Yeah. Quick. 5 second rule.
Pan, Mumbai Tower, Victor Tango, Delta Romeo Victor, 100 DME outbound, Quebec 1, flight level 070, experiencing right engine vibration, request landing.
Okay. I like how fast and confident you were, but a certain logical reasoning is missing in here. You're talking to tower, you are at 100 DME 70, you're requesting for landing. Instead of landing, say would like to
Return
land
to
back at Mumbai, uh, request instructions to set course to Mumbai, or say your plan, say your ETA and request for descent and set course to Mumbai. That's it. Uh, या सीधा लैंड नहीं करेंगे हम पहले घुमा फिरा के नीचे आएंगे फिर लैंड करेंगे it'll take some time yeah the sequence
So,
Dhruv
but it's
Nirad
Pan.
Harsh sorry
It's a Pan call, right?
uh
Which
engine is still working so engine shutdown has not happened so it might not
then
be
it
a
will
pan call but I don't mind if you say a pan call because engine vibration could lead to an engine shutdown and single engine is a pan call. So you might shut down the engine to avoid engine in-flight like incidental shutdown as well, or you might just continue. So it's a critical point. Chances are you had an FOD for an object damage, and that could also affect the other engine, port engine as well. So yeah, you have to do an immediate descent, immediate landing. It could be a pan call. I don't know. You can try. Ninad and Harsh, आप लोग try करो. But yeah, you can justify your if you make a pan call, you can justify. Good thinking.
Um, so I also thought it will be a pan call.
Uh-huh.
So it will be pan, Mumbai Control. Air India 191, radial 019-100 DME outbound Mumbai, flight level 150. Experiencing starboard engine vibration, would like to route back to Mumbai. Request instructions to set course back to Mumbai.
Hmm. It was a good call. Say niner instead of nine. I have to point it out because we cannot make that error. Your call was good. Try to reduce or skip certain words that don't feel important. Let's try to make it a little more shorter. And it was good. It was good. It could definitely be better and better and better, but it was a good call. I like the confidence and thought also there. It was good. You remembered everything. Harsh?
Sorry to disturb.
Yeah, Anushka, don't be sorry. Just ask. You can always go and unmute and ask a question directly also. Like, you don't have to ask a question. Don't be
So in all
sorry.
the
Yeah.
pan call and mayday call we are making, like we're not following the format of condition, intention, and then position. We're just giving position first and then giving rest of it. Is it fine if we do that?
We have to try and follow the structure for stress and urgency, where the structure wants us to specify the condition first. And this was my first thought when the call was going on. So, Nina, the call was good, but we have to first talk about the emergency and then talk about other things because we are giving a detailed position reference. So it's taking some time, and that time is just a few seconds. So, what Anushka is trying to say, something I also felt that we first say that uh, Mumbai control or Mumbai approach, India 123. And because it's a pan call, so pan, Mumbai approach, India 123, right engine vibrating or experiencing right engine vibration or experiencing abnormal engine vibration. However, you phrase that, mention the condition, maybe straight from the question, and then your intent. Would like to return back to Mumbai. Request descent and instructions to set course to Mumbai. Request immediate descent and instructions to set course to Mumbai. And then you can say radial 019er, 100 DME, flight level 150, Quebec 19er, Airbus 321, persons on board 120. Request immediate descent. So like मेरे को फटाफट उतारो पहले तो I don't want to waste time in reducing and holding and all and quickly give me instructions to set course. So they might first ask him to change his course and then descend or maybe descend and then change in course, whatever the pilot wants. So pilot is given the ATC the authority to choose how to navigate this. So yeah, that is what we follow.
And they're saying it's better to make our radio call shorter, like smaller, but we have in format, we have learned to give like endurance, passenger on board, and other information like ETA and everything. So it's better to mention that in this case or not.
It could be mentioned in this call, it could be mentioned in the following call also. So mention everything that is given to us in the manual, whether even if it takes time, then you cannot compromise. Making a call short is actually not a requirement from the manual. The manual would want us to give all essential information, right? Dhruv, following? It just become a habit to keep it short and very fast, and a personal expectation of certain controllers that we are trying to prepare additionally for. And mainly pilots get used to a certain type of speech, because of which they have to prepare again for exams because exams are still different. Okay. So it's not like it is exactly the same, but it is not exactly different also. That's it. So yeah, understood the situation. Harsh, give me a call. Anushka, give me a call.
And huh?
Should I start? I say again. Pan. Mumbai Control, Air India 121, experiencing right engine vibration, would like to turn back to Mumbai, request emergency landing at Mumbai and emergency vehicle on standby. IFR flight Mumbai to Delhi, endurance 0300, passenger on board 234, Airbus 320.
अच्छा था, मेरे को अच्छा लगा कॉल. Anushka, how do you feel about Harsh's call?
So it was good, pretty good.
Nice. Yeah, you were saying something. Your call, please.
Pan. Mumbai Control, Air India 1290, experiencing starboard engine vibration, would like to land back to Mumbai, request immediate descent and course setting to Mumbai, Quebec 17100 DME outbound Mumbai, flight level 150, passenger on board 200, endurance 0130, ETA 1135.
Hmm. I like the call, but I missed my focus on the initial three, four things said. So can you say again the first part of the call?
Pan. Mumbai Control, Air India 129er, experiencing starboard engine vibration, would like to land back to Mumbai, request immediate descent and course setting to Mumbai, Quebec 17100 DME outbound, passenger on board 200, endurance 1030, ETA 1135.
Course setting, please cross-check if that's the word we can use, or we can say instructions to set course. Another thing, it was a good call, really nice. Every essential information was given. Um,
So can we use request vectors?
yeah, you can ask, but generally vectors now we are using with radar vectors. Or if you need vectors, then we are probably using them to feed data into our autopilot, or maybe just do a navigation. Yeah, you can try and ask that. So yeah, I wanted to say that we have just departed, and we have to ensure, although we are talking about our endurance, which is a part of ensuring that we mention our total time of flight for emergency situations. Uh, we have to ensure that our landing weight, the aircraft is not overweight for landing, because we have just departed. We had a long way to go. So we might have about an hour worth of fuel to burn to maintain a landing weight, and we might have just flown 20 minutes. So we might have to burn fuel for 40 minutes, 30 minutes. This might not happen in this situation because people these days don't carry excess fuel and they carry very limited fuel. But be aware about that situation. Good call, good call. Okay. Yeah, Mumbai Control, India 123, right engine experiencing heavy vibration on right engine. Would like to land back at Mumbai. Estimating Mumbai so and so time. Request descent and instructions to set course to Mumbai. So I'm telling them I need to reach to Mumbai within 10 or 15 minutes. Now you quickly give me how to navigate. Quickly ask, give me a descent because the pilot is suspecting something could go wrong. And we make sure that we do a pan call there. So pan, Mumbai Control, India 123, experiencing high vibration on right engine, would like to land back at Mumbai. ETA Mumbai 1450, flight level 150, Quebec 12100 DME, radial 109er. Request immediate descent and instructions to set course to Mumbai. Endurance 0200, persons on board 140. Yeah, something like that. So I'm thinking and doing it, and the more I'm feeling confident, the more it's sounding good. So it seems like more like a conversation also and call also. So Ashka, you also try something like that in your next calls. So don't just think that you're giving a call, think that you're communicating with the at the along with controls at the helm of the aircraft. Now, helm is generally used from the control wheel of the. It's a position from where we use the control wheel to navigate the ship, like the one circular one. So in aircrafts, it's the yoke, the control column, the joystick, control stick. But figuratively, we say the helm. So that might just give a good touch to your calls. Okay, अभय आपने कॉल्स अब तक प्रैक्टिस नहीं किया है. आदेश एंड फरहान योर कॉल्स आर नॉट मच, बट फरहान आपके एक दो कॉल अच्छे थे. विवान एक दो कॉल आपको और देने हैं, ठीक है. अभय आप भी प्लीज ट्राई करना.
Perform, sir.
या प्लीज आस्क योर फर्दर क्वेश्चंस.
While 25 nautical mile from destination, engine is on fire. So it will be a mayday call. So we will just tell them what are our intentions, that I want to land on destination, or we can take further else clearance. We can depend on them to take, like, give better clearance.
Can you give me the situation again, the call again, question?
While 25 nautical mile from destination, engine on fire.
From destination. 25. It's 25.
Yeah,
Focus.
25.
Okay. Numbers, everybody is making mistakes. Students, don't do it. Can you see the screen? How does this look? Not to distract anyone. सर इतने छोटे क्यों लग रहे
सारी स्टूडेंट में आ गए अभी.
हैं? So the situation is very simple. We are 25 nautical miles from aerodrome. And what was the condition to the aircraft?
Engine on fire.
Engine on fire. So engine on fire is a mayday call. 25 nautical miles, our altitude could be very less. We need emergency landing at this particular aerodrome. Can someone frame the call? Abhay? बाजू में बैठे हुए सर इधर ही बैठे हुए. I'll try a few more. Please don't get distracted.
Mumbai Tower, Victor Tango Alpha Bravo Hotel. Uh, uh, Correction, Mumbai Tower, Air India 912, 25 nautical miles from the destination. Experiencing engine fire. Uh, Request set course to aerodrome.
Instead of aerodrome, we'll say Mumbai. Work on it. अच्छा किया आपने. सब हंस रहे हैं. सारे नहीं हंस रहे. सब हंस रहे हैं. सॉरी अभय. ध्रुव के अलावा सब हंस रहे हैं. ध्रुव इज लाइक हंसी मजाक क्यों हो रहा है क्लास में?
I was just writing down my calls for that.
I know, I'm just kidding. Like, I could not stop myself from smiling. I don't know what's the reason to smile. But मुझे फरहान दिखे, पता है फरहान जैसे मैं हंस रहा था वैसे ही फरहान हंस रहे थे, तो I could not stop. Good try, Abhay, good try. It's an easy call, Anushka, please try.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Mumbai Tower, Air India 129. Port engine on fire. Emergency landing. Good correction. Port engine on fire. Emergency landing in Mumbai. 25 nautical mile outbound. Disregard.
Hmm.
Mayday,
Good,
mayday,
good,
mayday.
good. Yeah. Don't just say emergency landing at Mumbai.
Hmm.
Think about the situation. Step by step, follow the structure. Students, are we following? Anushka, please go ahead. Anushka, please try the call again. You're on mute.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Mumbai Tower, Air India 129er. Port engine on fire. Request immediate landing on Mumbai. 25 nautical miles. Inbound Mumbai. 1,500 feet. Passenger on board 200. Endurance 0045.
Uh-huh. Can be improved, can be improved. Because still I'm not feeling that it is structured.
Sir, can I try?
Yeah, please.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Mumbai approach. Victor Tango, Victor, Victor Romeo. Engine on fire. 25 miles from destination. Request immediate landing. Request fire services on standby.
Huh. Don't say 25, it's 25. Okay. It was a good call. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Mumbai Tower, India 123. Engine on fire. Initiating engine extinguishing procedures. Would like to carry out emergency landing at Mumbai. Aircraft 25 nautical miles. Inbound Mumbai, radial 019er, flight level 50. Request descend and instructions to set course to Mumbai. Aircraft Airbus 321, persons on board 120, endurance 0130. So you have to think and make sure you try to give all information. It should make logic. So the way that I've been thinking and calling, you do that in your mind and then structure it into a refined call or a better call. So 25 nautical miles. You cannot just ask for landing, right? So you have to just need to join the ADC circuit maybe. So you just request instructions to set course is how you can choose to be comfortable to ask risk free.
You are on mute, sir.
This was so silly. Okay. So the call was good, but we have to think about the situation. Like I gave a call, I didn't realize I was on mute. The system got hung for a minute there. I could only see your faces. I'll say it again. So Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Mumbai Tower, India 123. Right engine on fire. Initiating engine extinguishing procedures. Flight level 50 nautical miles inbound Mumbai. Would like to make emergency landing at Mumbai. Request immediate descent and instructions to set course to Mumbai. Airbus 321. Endurance 0130. Persons on board 140. So this is what I was saying, that you think about the situation in this similar way, and then you frame your call in a very refined way. Everybody's call was not wrong, not bad, but it was lacking something. Anushka's call also was good, but I didn't feel the concern there. Little pilot perspective was missing. So Anushka, think like a pilot. Put yourself in the PIC. Give me the call again. Take your time. Everybody listen. I'm changing the wall colors. थोड़े painters आने वाले हैं. Please distract मत होना. Wear masks, everyone. Sorry for the bad joke.
Sir, I
Yeah.
have one doubt. Sir, when engine on fire, can we proceed two things, sir? Fire extinguisher that is on board on the aircraft, and we can cut off the fuel for that engine which have got fire.
Uh, Actually, we'll not be able to use our portable fire extinguishers for the engine while we are flying. All engines are mostly fitted with their automatic fire extinguishers. We might not also have to manually do them, but fuel cutoff will also happen. It's a good thought. It could be a part of your checklist. So you will not do anything other than what your checklist tells you. So if something like that happens, let's say you're flying and you experience fire on your right engine, so there's a checklist you follow. Right engine on fire, what to do? Okay, so you follow that. That's it. So if that says cut off fuel, so you'll cut off fuel. Then it'll say that initiate extinguishing procedures, then you'll initiate extinguishing procedures. We will see the drop in all engine parameters for that particular engine, number two engine. And should we try to reignite it? We will also check the temperature after shutdown. If they are high, it could mean the engine is still burning with fire. So yeah, there's a lot, but good question. If you want, you can try and use something of that in your call. Yeah, Anushka, please.
Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Mumbai Tower, Air India 129er. Port engine on fire. Initiating engine fire extinguishing process. Carrying out an emergency landing at Mumbai. 25 nautical mile inbound. Mumbai. Flight level 60. Request immediate descent and further instructions to follow. Passenger on board 200. Endurance 0145. Request fire brigade assistance.
Anushka, don't say carrying out emergency landing at Mumbai. That is one statement that I'm not finding very applicable. It'll take
Confirm.
time for you to carry that out. So would like request emergency landing at Mumbai, if nothing. Say request emergency landing at Mumbai. Yeah, Vivan, are you following? फरहान आप छुप गए हो विमान के पीछे आर यू फॉलोइंग मुझे एक्चुअली लग रहा है 3D क्लास बैठी है बता स्टूडेंट्स दिस इज नॉट बैड बट किंडरगार्टन का डेकोर लग रहा है ऐसा लग रहा है लीज पे लिया है किसी से प्ले ग्रुप आई होप इट्स नॉट फनी प्ले ग्रुप में आए हो आप लोग ओके more questions Anushka these are good questions quickly ask let's quickly practice a few calls students जिन्होंने नहीं किया प्लीज आप भी करिए
After takeoff, buds hit ops normal.
birds hit ops normal after takeoff Vivan go ahead विवान के बाद फरहान
Can you repeat the question?
After takeoff, buds hit ops normal.
so you have
Bird
experienced
hit.
bird hit and ops are normal operations are normal Ops normal. Quick, quick, quick.
So, just a confusion. Since ops are normal, so it won't be a pan call, right?
Uh, bird hit structural damage is a mayday call actually, not even pan. Ops could be normal, but you have suffered a structural damage, so you try and make a mayday call on the safer side to be on the safer side.
Okay, sir. Uh, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Mumbai departure, Air India 123, bird strike after departure, operations normal.
This question, if you get this question in the examination, now obviously you'll not be able to look at the next question because only one situation comes at a time. But here it could mean that you are not going to land back. It could mean that you're going to pursue normal navigation to your destination. That could be the hint given to you because of the ops normal thing. Are you following, students? So be on the lookout for that same thing. Uh, so, Viman, it was a good call, but I think I would have liked to see certain intent also. Uh, yeah. Farhan, take the call. $5 minutes, 5 seconds में लेना है call.
Mayday, Mumbai Tower, Air India 129, departed runway 27, hit by a flock of birds. All parameters normal, will continue operations.
Okay.
Sir, a doubt.
Uh-huh.
How can we continue? How can we continue our navigating like normal procedure if it's a mayday call? We have to do something if it's a mayday call.
First we report a mayday, then we cancel a mayday if things are normal. So it's not necessary that we have to make an emergency landing. If things are better, we can simply cancel the mayday and say that we are going to resume normal navigation, and you can give revised estimates. Um, if I say mayday, Mumbai Tower, India 123, takeoff leg runway 27, got hit by birds, all op all systems operating normally. Aircraft. So here you can mention all operations normal, would like to resume normal navigation, estimates ETA for the climb, whatever situation is, you can go ahead with that. But because we are saying Mayday, it won't make sense. So try the call without Mayday as well. Mumbai Tower, India 123, takeoff leg runway 27, got bird strike, got hit by birds. No structural damage experienced. All operations normal. Passing 2,500 feet for flight level 40. Will report reaching. Something like this based upon your past clearance. ATC clearance given to you. So which do you think, Anushka, sounds better as per the situation? Mayday or non-Mayday?
Non-mayday one is better because it's not given in the question we have experienced structural damage or not. So it's better if it's an ops normal one. So we can say all operation normal and no structural damage and continuing normal procedures. Like
Correct. So we are
But
talking about, yes.
I think return back for landing would be ideal. So you never know what might happen ahead. Like, it's riskier.
Can you try?
The call?
Yeah.
Mumbai Tower, Victor Tango, Delta Romeo Victor. After departure, runway 01, experienced bird hit, 10 nautical miles outbound, 2,500 feet. Operations normal. Request written back for landing.
Dhruv, can you keep the mic close to you so that I can hear you well? I could read you too for that call. I'm sorry. Can you say again?
Can you read me now?
I can read you four.
Okay. Uh, Mumbai Tower, Victor Tango, Delta Romeo Victor. After departure, runway 01, experienced bird hit, 10 nautical miles outbound, 2,500 feet. Operations normal. Request written back for landing for safety concerns.
So you can ask to land back for a visual inspection. That is a safe thing to do. But the call could have been a little more in the last two parts could have been like, okay, would like to return back to Mumbai for inspection. Suspecting structural damage, then definitely if you're suspecting, then only you will come. So suspecting all operations normal. Suspecting structural damage, would like to land back at Mumbai for inspection. Aircraft overweight for landing. Request sector to exhaust fuel. Could be something that could happen here. But I've spoken to pilots and they say that not everybody gets to carry so much fuel that the aircraft will be overweight for landing these days. So you need not worry about it. But yeah, so अगर आप ऐसे बोल रहे हो ध्रुव तो आपको ऐसे बोलना होगा. Okay, good call. So Mumbai Tower, India 123 got hit by birds. Takeoff leg, runway 27. All operations normal. Suspecting structural damage, would like to land back at Mumbai, passing 2,500 feet for flight level 40. Request instructions. Something like this. In your case, a little more practical perspective, students. Little more. That is missing in today's calls. In a few calls here and there, it's coming, but overtly, everybody is, uh, we are not clear there. Okay, Anushka, what else?
So rest of it was basic one, like after lineup bird activity, ATC clearance and taxi, startup and pushback. And there were few for like abbreviation ones, like altimeter setting 1009, niner, transition level flight level 55. And one is weather TSRA, which is thunderstorm with rain.
Do you know how to frame calls for these situations?
Yes, sir. It's startup and pushback one is normal, ATC clearance and top taxi one.
No doubts?
Nah.
Good. Students, any doubts? I'll discuss couple of more points. Okay. I want you all to be aware of these terms so that you don't get, you know, confused or worried. See if you have any questions. Anushka, all these points we'll discuss in next session. Okay, we'll discuss these calls. I would like to see, although you're saying you know and I know you know, it's good if we practice this way. Dhruv, Ninad, make sure your phraseology is revised. Make sure your numbers are spoken correctly. Vivan, pick up whatever you can, give quick calls. You will eventually, like, if you keep practicing, it will keep happen. It will happen. But you have to also include what you have to also include your learning. What is the new learning that you have had? We have to include that into our performance. So today, whatever your individual takeaways are, you have to include them into your calls. And that should be reflected tomorrow or in next session. Okay. I'm going to talk about a few terms. If you have any doubts, raise your hand. Okay. You will be told report leaving a certain point, or you would be told report reaching or report passing a certain point. You could be given a rate of climb also at 700 feet per minute or greater, at 600 feet per minute or less. So that will be a climbing or descending pace given to you by the ATC, something that will sustain or ensure proper clearance from potential traffic. Then they will also tell you to maintain a minimum vertical distance from a particular traffic. So they might say that maintain at least 500 feet above Express India 145. Maintain at least 1,500 feet below SpiceJet 123. So these are the things ATC might tell you which you might not have practiced. So do not be confused. You will reply. So whatever I'm saying right now, you write it on the right side, and your replies or readbacks, you write it on the left side right now when you're making notes. So if I tell you Air India 123, Mumbai Control, maintain at least 1,500 feet above SpiceJet 109er. Anybody ready to give me a readback? Especially Dhruv, Ninad, Anushka, you have to try.
Can
But
you
I'll
say again?
everyone.
Maintain.
Yeah. Dhruv, say.
Can you say again? Maintain.
Acha. Students, be fast. Come on, I'm trying to make the session crisp by not writing everything I'm saying on screen so that we can cover more points. But you have to make, yeah, you have to study, do your abbreviation based notes. I will definitely say again Air India 123, Mumbai Control, maintain at least 1,500 feet above SpiceJet 109er. So imagine
Maintain
you are in
1,500 feet.
airspace, there is certain position where you are in, and this is your conditional clearance. Yes.
Maintain 1,500 feet above SpiceJet 109er, Air India 123.
Students, we have gone through the manual. Can anybody say if we can use the word maintaining? Have you seen it in the manual used as an example reference? Anushka, Harsh, Ninad, Vivan, अभय फरहान आदेश हमने देखा है
Affirm, sir.
बोल सकते हैं तो बोलो नहीं बोल सकते तो मत बोलो if you have seen it then you use it if not then don't yeah still say will maintain 1500 feet or more above SpiceJet 109er Air India 123 maintaining 1500 feet or more above flight correction maintaining 1500 feet above SpiceJet 109er. So when they say at least, you'll either say at least or you'll say or more. Anytime when you want to descend or take off, correction. Anyone you want to descend or climb. Now we are all always thinking, okay, request descend, request descend. You can simply say request descend. So let's say we are at flight level 310 cruising. So Mumbai Control Air India 123 flight level 310 request descend flight level 70. Now, obviously, here you have to give your estimates and top of descent at least. But keeping other things aside, you can say request flight level 70. If you're on 310 and you're requesting flight level 70, it means they are definitely going to give you descent. Or if you're climbing, your cruising altitude is 310. If your question says request further climb, which is a frequent question coming in the exams, then you'll say Mumbai Tower, India 123, passing flight level 70 for flight level 150, request flight level 310. So they'll be like, okay, पहले वहां तक पहुंच जाओ, then I'll give you clearance. Or after reaching flight level 150, contact approach, or they'll just give you clearance. If you ask this way, you might not need to ask this way until you reach flight level 150. So Mumbai approach, correction, Mumbai control, India 123, flight level 150, 200 DME outbound Mumbai, top of climb 1015, request flight level 310, like this. So you can always request flight level or altitude change. Now ATC will also tell you to stop your climb or descent. So they'll be like, I fly 149er, Mumbai control, stop climb flight level 350. Or they'll tell you, Express India 759er, Ahmedabad control, stop descent flight level 150. So you'll say, will stop descent flight level 150 and 123. Remember to listen and remember their keywords and give them as a readback. Anushka, you following? Students, I hope I'm not too fast. You have to grasp everything. I wanted to make it work for you, okay? If not, then let me know. I'll share it on the whiteboard. Then you might be asked to continue climbing. You might be asked to continue descending. India 123, Mumbai control, continue climb to flight level 310. So you might be going like this, and you might have thought that, okay, I have to level out at flight level 150 and then take further climb. They might just say you are at, while passing 130, they might say that continue climb to flight level 310. Similarly, they might ask you to expedite your climb. They might ask you to climb when you are ready. So they'll say, when ready, climb to flight level so and so, or when ready, descend to flight level so and so. Or if you have to expect your climb in future, like reaching a certain point that is ahead of you, then you'll be told expect climb reaching Uksena, expect descent reaching Uksena. Would like to descend reaching Uksena, would like to climb reaching Uksena. So these are the terms that we can use. But ADC will be telling this to us. If you need something very quick, Anushka, you were asking, sir, if I apply brakes, or layman's term that comes to my mind is the word hard. Applying brake very hard is what that application of brakes is like. But then you used the word immediately in your call, and that was the right use of the right phrase, immediately. So anytime when you want to do something quickly, you'll say immediately. ATC might ask you to do something immediately, or expedite climb, or expedite descent. You might also be said that India 123 Mumbai ground, expedite climb until passing flight level 250. So till 250, do a higher rate of climb. After that, you can do a normal rate of climb. You will be told report when ready, enter, when ready, climb, when ready, descend. After passing certain waypoint, climb, descend. At certain waypoint, climb, descend. Or at a certain time, climb or descend. Now there are visual meteorological rules if you are going to fly VMC, you might have to take care of your separation on your own visually. So they will tell you India 123. Now India 123 might not fly visual because it's a passenger flight and IFR flight, but it could be a training aircraft. And they could tell you that Victor Tango Alpha Bravo Charlie Mumbai Tower maintain own separation and VMC from flight level 50 to flight level 70. So you'll say will maintain own separation and VMC flight level 50 to flight level 70 Victor Tango Alpha Bravo Charlie. Remember TCAS climb, TCAS descent we have done. There are 3 to 4 variants. Go through them from the ATS manual. Students who don't have ATS manual, please go through it. It will make you understand what words ATCs are going to use. And then you give a read back. Okay? Chalo. Anushka, I will be conducting your test tomorrow. And I'm thinking, like our plan was, that we'll do one session one on one. So I'll reach out, you message me at 11 or 12, and in a short span, we'll meet and do the session. Okay? So tomorrow we are meeting at the same time, students, 5:30. Today I tried to do it early, but I realized most of y'all will be at 5:30. So tomorrow also we'll do 5:30, okay? Abhi exams tak, uh, yeah, tomorrow be there. I've also reserved the time, so I'll also be there. And we'll do more mocks and more discussions. एंड एक दो सेशन में सारे मेजर कॉल टाइप्स के एडिशनल कॉल्स हो जाएंगे जिस पे आप प्लीज फोकस एंड प्रैक्टिस करना और आई एम ट्राइंग टू से दिस दैट what I'm covering right now, please don't take it lightly. Remember these points. This is like the final touches given, and these are important so that uh, you are a step ahead basically. Today's call, I'm not going to judge anyone, but from tomorrow, if you don't give good calls, then it'll not be great. I would want you to give good calls. So, what are the pointers now? A little bit of more logical reasoning into the situation, thinking from a pilot's perspective, and then taking a call. I'm not worried about your structures. Yeah, one more thing, reading numbers out. How are we reading numbers out? 9, 25, and remembering Mayday calls and urgency calls. It came to us a little late in class, but it was good. So, Anushka, next mock, I want you to be ready for Mayday calls, RCF calls, RVSM calls. Okay? So, ensure if you have any doubts, you text me and we resolve them. These other situations also that you said are basic and which we have not discussed in class, just send me the list. Okay? So that maybe I can include that in the test. For anybody else giving the exam other than Ninad and Dhruv, including Ninad and Dhruv, please message me exam dates. Anushka, message me exam date and make it a habit every day. Adesh, Farhan, Vivan, RT exam के क्या plans discuss हुए individually, just drop a message today. Okay, Anushka, thank you so much for the same. If you need anything else, just let me know. If you come across papers, solutions, please share with me also. कि सर मैं ये पढ़ रही हूँ, सर मैं ये पढ़ रहा हूँ, सर ये सही है कि नहीं है, सर मुझे ये सही लग रहा है. Just keep me in loop. कुछ ऊपर नीचे ना हो जाए. Okay? Good job today, Nirad, Dhruv. Nice to see you all. Adish, next class. Please practice. Harsh, thanks for joining in. अभय, एक कॉल लिया आपने बट मुझे विश्वास से अच्छा ही कर रहे हो. बस मेक श्योर यू गिव इट वेरी फास्ट. We want more calls to practice further. Make sure your abbreviations are strong. Phraseology is strong. Not abbreviations, phraseology. Most of the students, phraseology में consistency नहीं मिली है. Ensure today you master it. Okay? Or tomorrow pre-class, half an hour before you sit to study and master it. All right?
Affirm, sir.
ठीक है. Any questions? Fine. I'll see the whole group at 5:30, and Anushka, I'll see you during noon, and we'll check at noon the time. एक द एग्जैक्ट नोन टाइम पे नहीं हुआ तो ये सेशन के पहले के टाइम पे हो जाएगा हमारा. ओके. एंड थोड़ा रिगरस करेंगे और बहुत सारा करेंगे. ओके फाइन. चलो स्टूडेंट्स, आई टेक यू लीव देन. ऑल द बेस्ट. एंड व्हेन आई एम टेकिंग अ टेस्ट प्लीज मेक मी प्राउड. ओके. आगे से अच्छे अच्छे आंसर्स देना है, और कंसिस्टेंटली 8 है तो आठों को राइट आंसर देना है. सो क्लियर्ड, अप्रूव्ड, रीड बैक, से अगेन, करेक्शन, इन सब पे कंफ्यूजन बहुत है. Make sure you are mastering the entire set of standard words and phrases completely, okay? All right, students, I'll take a leave. I'll see you
Bye bye,
tomorrow.
sir. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Bye.
Sir, thank you.
कॉन्फ्रेंस हॉल खाली करते हैं. चलो
बाय बाय
चलो.
सर, थैंक यू सर.